How's it going, YouTube? Spec'em Auto is back with another video today. This is a very special video, guys. This is my 2-year anniversary long-term car review video on my 2010 Honda Civic LX sedan. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it. We're gonna discuss all the things I did to it, how many miles I've driven on it, and we're gonna check out how it drives and everything currently. What works, what doesn't work, what needs fixed, what might not need fixed. We're gonna do a nice little overview and see how much my opinion might have changed or stayed the same since my last review 2 years ago to this day, or at least since I bought my car. Because April 25th, 2020, this car went under my ownership, and I am now the third owner of this car. I've been the owner of this car for 2 years to this day, and now we're gonna celebrate. Let's get started. Okay guys, we're gonna take a nice walk around of my 2010 Civic, and you guys might have seen some obvious changes and some subtle changes over the last 2 years. So we're gonna start off with a nice simple walk around of this beautiful little car. And the biggest difference you might see is right here on the rear. And the wheels, some decals, all the way to the lug nuts. Alright, so we're gonna take a look inside. We're gonna take a look on the outside again. We can still see some of the damage from 2 years ago is still there, and some of the damage from 2 years ago has been repaired, mostly. All right, I'm gonna go inside here and we're gonna take a look. Got some beautiful SI door panels, very nice. We're welcomed by these Civic skid shield guys here. Black interior, just needs vacuumed, but otherwise clean. Got a SI center armrest console lid there. Screen radio there with Bluetooth. And then we also got red stitching, decorative stitching up on here. Take a look in the back. And the story continues from before. You can see that the condition of the car hasn't really changed much at all in the course of 2 years. Even the headliner has never sagged or nothing. It's a little dirty, needs cleaned, but nothing out of the ordinary. I'm going to start going over a list with you guys on everything that I've done with this car since I bought it. Okay guys, we're gonna go over this list of change that I've done with this car since I bought it, all the way to the maintenance items, to the swaps, to the switchovers, etc. So I got a nice little list right here on my phone that I'm gonna go off of. So right here lists everything I've done to my car to this date. So I got a total of 4 oil changes to this day. 2020, I got new transmission fluid. 2020, I got new Rain-X wiper blades, which are still in use. I had Spec D tuning taillights installed, but they have since been removed for obvious reasons. It had a new air filter and cabin air filter installed in 2020 and 2021. It had new brake pads, rotors, drums, shoes, all 4 corners, including brake fluid. That was about 2 years ago now, so all that stuff is aged. It's got a new thermostat, coolant flush refill, so it's all new fluid in it. Well, all new when I did it, which was probably about a year almost. I converted all of my lights to LED except for my turn signals. I got new Precision Works headlights. I've swapped my gray LX interior for a black LXS interior that came out of a 2011 And then I got the headrests for the back seat from a Civic Coupe, because it would be easier to fold down the back seats without the headrest from the 4 doors running into the back of my driver and passenger seat up front. And I hate having to run up and move the seats and just do all this bull crap. So the headrests from the coupes, not only I think that they look better, but they're more easy to use, so I don't have to keep moving my front seats to fold the back seats down. I also got a black glove box from a 2009 Civic Coupe. I wanted to get one from the LXS, but unfortunately I could not, because every time I found one from a 4-door, they got all scratched up at the junkyard. And luckily for me, the glove box from the 2-door models fit the 4 doors perfectly fine, so it doesn't look out of place. And then I got the third brake light LED swapped from a Civic Hybrid. I've had a couple of alignments, tire balances, rotations, typical maintenance. I got a leather steering wheel from a 2012 Honda Insight Hybrid. I got new compliant bushings. I got that new Android tablet radio that I've shown you guys a while ago, aftermarket speakers. So for a while there, actually, while I'm thinking about it, the front speakers and the rear speakers used to be Boss brand, but then I switched out for the smaller speakers in the back to fit properly with the speaker guards and everything. So the front still has the Boss audio speakers, but the rears have crap. What's that brand? If I can think of the brand, I'll put it down on the screen so you guys can see it. But following that, I've had a new serpentine belt installed, backup camera. I got that installed last summer, but now it's broken again, so now I gotta get that replaced. I had wheel covers and seat covers from the old wheels and the old interior, but that's been switched out. I got an aftermarket exhaust tip on my car. I got Carfax report for it, so that's how I know my car's history and the ownership history and everything else. I had that Demon Claw decal on that front fender there, but it's no longer there because the deer smashed into my car, and you guys know I replaced all that stuff up front. What else? I got the mud flaps, window guards, and the wiper stalk, all from my old 2008 Civic Hybrid, so I kind of stole those for the better features. I got the sun visors out of an Acura TL, so I can extend them, and they have better coverage. They're made out of better material, so I'm happy with that. I got Honda genuine floor mats, all new. And then I also got new WeatherTech floor mats over top of those. I got the red key fob casing. I got that decorative red stitching I mentioned to you guys on the dashboard. 17-inch liquid metal wheels and brand new tires installed in August of 21. And then I got a new, used, new to me driver's side door and a brand new fender for the front as well. I got spark plugs and ignition coils replaced in October of 21. I got a JDM hazard light switch installed in my dash. And then I mentioned the door panels and the center console fabric from the SI. And then the biggest thing I think I did thus far is this JDM rear end conversion. I've done that. I did that in February of this year. And then I did the JDM red emblems on the rear, front, and steering wheel. And then I got new rear bumper, that's brand new. I got a used spoiler from the junkyard, that's what's on here now. Brand new valve cover gasket, and I got a valve adjustment done back in March. And then I had to get a new wheel stud and the brand new lug nut set because Walmart really catastrophically messed that up, so I had to replace that and repair it. Because as usual, Walmart does not take responsibility for their mistakes, so I had to pay the price for it. So, too bad. And then I got a new, and I got the center console lid replaced because it was all originally busted, it was broken, and it got to the point where I couldn't even shut it anymore. So I had to replace that, and that's the end of that. So now we're gonna go ahead We're gonna do a little bit of a more detailed walk around, see what's aged some, and then we'll take it on a little quick drive. So I failed to mention, last year I got rust damage here fixed, but it looks like it's starting to form again. So I'm guessing it wasn't fixed quite right. So I might have to re-bondo that. That's too bad, but whatever. My Spec M Auto sticker didn't age well, so I'm gonna replace this one. I might actually get a bigger one, maybe similar to the size where I can slap it on the middle of my windshield there. You can check out my new LED lights, my bumper, exhaust tip. And then I'm noticing these little belt strips here are starting to age and dry rot pretty badly at this point. So at this point in time, I might have to sometime replace these down the road. That's just a shame. But generally, I don't really think anything physically with the car has aged. It's pretty much about the same. I take really good care of it. I did put a crap load of miles on it since I've owned it, but that's perfectly okay. That's what a car is made for. And it's a Honda, so there's no problems with it. And then as you can see, that mirror damage from 2 years ago, since I bought the car, still exists. There was some point in time where someone scratched my car right here. I don't even know how this happened, but that really ticked me off when it happened. So now we'll get in the car and we're going to see that it's a very clean interior. It's very well maintained. I have all of my records for the entire ownership of my car in here. So this right here has all of my records from repairs, the general maintenance, and things like that. So I got that in there. I still have my original owner's manual. I'm really excited. So now I'm going to show you guys real quick just how well this car runs and how many miles I've driven on it. So you guys can see my whip now has 231,000 miles, and y'all remember this car had 190,000 miles when I got it 2 years ago. So you got to do the math. That's a lot of miles. That's well over 30,000 miles in less than 2 years. Yeah, that's crazy. And as you can see, there's still no engine light. There's no fault lights. There's nothing wrong with this at all. As you can see, I got the JDM hazard switch. That works perfect. I got working heat, working AC. That's never been messed up. Cross my fingers because this car is getting older. I really want it to last. Defrost works fine. I still have all my LED lights up in the car here, so this dome light likes to give me a little bit of a trouble sometime, but it still works just fine. So does the bulb. And as you can see, she runs great. Fantastic. And I did have an oil leak a while back. You guys see the Acura TL sun visors, they fit perfectly in here. They work perfectly. All my power windows go up and down perfect. So now we're gonna take a look at the engine. So there ain't a whole lot going on in here. It's just kind of dirty, it needs cleaned. Like I said, I got a brand new serpentine belt put in here. I got a brand new, I got that brand new, what's that one thing? Man, all my words are slipping out of my mouth today, guys. But yeah, there's a brand new part in there. I got this engine cover that's been custom painted. It's from a 2012 Civic. Got a nice heat shield in here. Everything works. And as you can see, this thing purrs. And there should not be any more oil leaks or issues because I just got a brand new valve cover gasket in here not long ago. All my oil levels are good, my fluids are good, filters are good. So now we're gonna go ahead and take this car for a drive, and I'll let you guys see for yourselves. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and take this car on a nice little test drive, just like for old time's sake. I want to assure you that nothing has really changed at all. The only real difference is it rides a little bit smoother because of, you know, repairs done, like, you know, especially with the new rims and tires. That really has an impact on the ride quality of the car. So we're gonna go ahead and take her for a spin. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, same story as 2020. There's no engine lights, there's no fault lights, it rides nice and smooth. There's really no issues whatsoever. Like, even the alignment on this car is really good, see? Except for that bump knocked me off a little bit, but yeah, look at that. I'm just going straight this whole time, all the way down the road. I mean, how often do you guys get to see 231,000 mile cars do that much traveling with no hands in a straight line? Not very many, unless you have a Honda, then it wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, I can't just give Honda all the credit though. I mean, I'm sure, you know, there's obviously Toyotas and other vehicles that make the milestone and still ride and drive perfect. But these Hondas really, really shine for sure. We're gonna go ahead and take it up this highway real quick. It's gonna be a minute before I can get it really up to speed because I'm technically still in town. So we'll get it over to where we need to go, and then we can from there accelerate pretty quick. All right. So let's just do a little moderate acceleration. Has nice smooth power. See, already it didn't even struggle. Just went up to 44, no issue. No problems at all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the window and turn the AC on. Show you guys real quick. AC works good, and you know I ain't lying when it's sunny and I'm driving a black on black car. I mean, come on guys, black exterior, black interior. This sucker gets hot pretty well. But yeah. All right. I'll let you guys know when the highway acceleration will go. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to turn this air off so I can show you guys. Well, first let's accelerate up to 55 with the AC. Okay, not bad. I can definitely feel it slightly sluggish with the AC on, but I don't think it sacrifices a tremendous amount of power for the amount of comfort that you get, which is always a high point, especially for a car like this that's meant for commuting and traveling and being reliable and fuel efficient. Fun fact, guys, Ohio is one of the only states in the United States that makes U-turns illegal. So that means I can't just pull a U-turn on the highway. I have to go off on a road like this and turn myself around and do the hokey pokey. I'm just kidding. I mean, technically what I'm doing right here is not the brightest thing, but it's like a dead-end road. There's nothing here, so that's perfectly okay. So we're going to get ready to do our quick 0 to 60 in 3, 2, 1. Take, baby, yeah. Woo, 60 miles an hour, mother. Can't see that here. Made it to 60. Not bad, not bad. And that's with the AC turned off. It feels like it, honestly, it does have a slightly sluggish start, but once the RPMs get up some and then you kind of get going, then the Civic like wakes up and it's like, yes, let's go. So that is definitely a thing I've noticed over time, from the time I have bought this car to now. Obviously the acceleration and the power of these cars aren't meant to be impressive. They're meant to work, do their job, and be efficient about it. And this car does just that. I have no complaints about it. And obviously the car's not complaining because there's no lights. So if I'm happy, the car's happy. And if the car's happy, I'm happy. It's just a big, endless happy cycle. Alright guys, let's get back and wrap up our video. Okay guys, this is going to conclude my 2-year anniversary long-term review video on my 2010 Civic. So, to give you guys a little wrap up, my opinion of this car hasn't really changed. There have been things in the past that frustrated me just a slight bit, but it's not the car's fault, so I never really lost any love for the car. As a matter of fact, I actually love this car more than ever. I love this car just as much, if not more, than the day I bought it off the lot. This car being a 3-owner, 11-year-old car, 231,000 miles, perfectly maintained through Honda. I've traveled through countless states in this thing, countless counties, cities, towns, and there's many, many more that will come, especially in this next month when I go on my 2nd road trip to Maryland in this car again. So I'm really looking forward to that. This car is not gonna let me down. I just know it. So you guys might have remembered from my first video I ever made on this car, where I did the rating for the interior quality and the exterior quality. Literally zero of that has changed. Same exact opinion as before. So that's a pretty little quick wrap up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-year review, long-term ownership special, I guess you can call it that if you want. This car has been so amazing to me, and this car deserves all the love and recognition that I give it, and maybe even some subscribers and fans might give this car, or even people around the area that might see my car in the road and are like, hey, there's Spec M Auto's Honda Civic, you know. This car deserves all that love and recognition for being such an amazing, solid, reliable tank. This thing is bulletproof. This thing has just been proven to me that it's invincible and it can handle all the driving and all of the memories and all the fun and even all the frustrating times that we've had together. So, happy 2-year anniversary to my car, Shadow. This has been an amazing ride with many, many miles, 40,000 and some miles I bet now, and there's going to be a lot more. So please like the video, share the video with your friends and family, and most of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell icon for future uploads so you guys get notified each and every single time. This is Spec M Auto, and I'm out of here. Have yourselves a great day.